braking that doesn't specify which is which.
Did you expect anything less?
I'm betting this one here. Oh, yeah, that one goes. That he goes.
Hell, that was fun right there.
Was it?
Yeah. He was like,
Oh.
Thank you, bro.
There you go. Where the fuck is the ketchup at? I mean, goddamn. Stop at this fucking racetrack. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying bad words on the stream. Stop at this dang racetrack up here. That was bad. Yikes. Maybe I should cut the audio back off.
Frustration.
A little bit. Just a little. I don't need to do it though. And I got your drink here because I'm glad I looked at it. You had sweet tea.
Yeah. I hadn't hit it yet.
I totally forgot we had different drinks. Sweet. Good stuff. Thought it was a good idea not to put ketchup on a burger. Dave finally got it some rain up there yesterday. It looks like it got a little more today.
Shower day.
They hadn't had rain in a minute.
Creek be dry.
Yep. Let's see, we got damage reports up in Chattanooga area. Trees down in New Hope near Pittsburgh, Tennessee.
He just had a blowout.
Who?
That van.
Right.
Blowout right there.
So we're rolling up the Highway 280 corridor right now. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect to the north here, North Birmingham right now. I could actually see that get extended down into the metro at some point, but we definitely are rolling right now toward the northwest, going to go to Birmingham, probably cut north. We have warnings across western sections of the forecast county warning area here, across portions of Lamar, Marion, I believe Winston, Colbert counties of the northwest are under warnings now. The storms out front are actually kicking off pretty hard there in Marion County. They prompted a warning a little bit earlier from National Weather Service up in Birmingham. But we are kicking off what looks to be a couple-day period of severe weather here. We're going to roll around and see what we can find out with these storms over the next couple of days. We just got the truck back up and running. Did a little bit of a test stream yesterday. Everything went pretty well. We are going to have a second in-car camera that's coming in here probably tomorrow. We'll likely be out with that tomorrow. So we've got an in-car view here too. But that is where we're headed with it. To have an exterior camera and an in-car so everybody can kind of see what's going on in here. It's a little cramped right now, but we're working on it. It's a work in progress. And then after tomorrow, it looks like we're going to chase central southern Alabama and Georgia tomorrow. And then after that chase, we will be rolling up 65 and headed toward the Memphis area, most likely ahead of severe weather on Wednesday that should get going across Missouri, Arkansas, and maybe even Tennessee with potential for all hazards. There's even a possibility of a tornado or two. We missed out on one yesterday up in portions of Illinois, so we're going to see what we can run down over the next couple of days. Drew is helping us here on the backside, doing a lot of things there in the studio. So you will be seeing his face and hearing his voice quite a bit now. on the YouTube side of things here. Going through a little bit of a rebranding process personally to drive some viewership and traffic directly instead of just to the business, which is obviously Live Storms Media, run and operate that. Might be our direction of travel. (1:30 in the afternoon here, coming into the south side of Birmingham. We're going to start seeing some traffic. That's the one thing that's problematic about being out in this area, but it's also a great thing. Let's see here. A little bit of that corner there, good shot. Let's see. Let's see. Somebody just shot up some video. Uh-oh. Billy Bowling, Greenville, Tennessee tornado. Oh. Sweet. Let's see here. Control B. Storms over in Marion really starting to pack a punch. Whew. Let's get up 65. We're about to get up in that rock zone up there. Decatur, just north of Coleman's, about to get smoked. Let's see. Let's see. We got to work on some things here. We've got a few little things worked out here in the bottom. We're gonna have a warning ticker at some point. Let's see. And some other things we're working on. We're working on stuff.
Hey guys, just wanted to let you know Drew Richards here in the studio. We're riding along with Brett Adair this afternoon. We'll be here with him rest of the afternoon, possibly into the evening hours. As you heard him say, he's approaching the Birmingham area. You saw that on the map on the right-hand side of your screen. Looks like we're heading north on 65 from Birmingham over the next few minutes. We're really watching that line of storms as it is moving out of northwestern Alabama, starting to take on a pretty good bowing shape. We'll quickly go to radar, then we'll go back to Brett as he's coming up on some traffic in the Birmingham area. So there he is down south near Birmingham, and that's what he's going to be targeting, that nice bow echo coming out of northwest Alabama. Probably going to try to shoot north on I-65 up towards Coleman, maybe even Hartselle if we can beat the storms there, and see what we can catch later this afternoon. Let's go back to Brett. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know too, jump in chat if you can. Let us know where you're watching from this afternoon. Like I said, we'll be monitoring everything here in the studio, riding along with Brett as he's heading up towards North Alabama to get some of these thunderstorms that are probably still going to be severe when they get to the Decatur, Hartselle, Coleman area. So let us know in chat where you're watching from this afternoon. Hit us up with any questions that you may have. We'll be monitoring that here in the studio while we're riding along with Brett.
See what we got here. So we got let's see. Nah, fuel's not too bad here. Fuel prices are running literally pretty low here, actually. But they're creeping up. I mean, we were running in the high 2s for a while, and now we're back into the mid 3s in some areas. So it's so sometimes. Huh?
Doing that a week.
Oh.
I just get it when the bag popped up.
Yep, stick that right there.
Good old Birmingham US Highway 280 traffic. Y'all let me know in chat if any of y'all had the pleasure of driving through Birmingham here on 280, because that's fun, and it don't matter if you go through there in the morning, the afternoon, midday, traffic's always a nightmare. So we'll be hung up here just for the next few minutes as we are getting through Looks like we're in the Vestavia Hills area, just northeast of Hoover, Alabama, just south of Birmingham. So once we get over all these hills and the little mountainous terrain in Vestavia Hills, we will be breaking out of some of the traffic. Well, like I said, if you're just tuning in, we're going to be going north on I-65 to try to head off some of the thunderstorms up in North Alabama. Quickly going back to radar, there's Birmingham at the bottom. That's where Brett is now. A lot of scattered thunderstorms popping up between Jasper and Coleman, and that Boeing line segment coming out of northwest Alabama. That's going to be the target that we try to get as it comes into the Hartselle, Coleman, and northeast Alabama area later today. So again, just be patient with us as we're fighting some of the Birmingham traffic, and it should clear up here probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll be moving back down the road, hopefully getting on I-65 north. Like I said, y'all let us know in the comments where you're watching from this afternoon. Talking about gas prices. Yeah, gas prices went up here in the south pretty good bit. We're about $3.39 the last time I checked a couple days ago. And we were right around $3 again 7 to 10 days ago. So yeah, it's going up everywhere it seems. Y'all keep the comments coming. Appreciate you tuning in this afternoon.
Birmingham, up here near Malfunction Junction to be able to go northbound. That don't look good. Not a good thing when the bus shuts down on you.
I think it's an electric bus.
Oh, is it? A bolt bus. Oh, I see. It doesn't seem like it likes this heat too well, does it? When we get on 65, we're probably going to have to boogie pretty good.
Yes.
Golly, if we ever get there, because of stupid red lights.
Too many shuffle. Got the coloration like we did yesterday. You just throw the drone up, MD 102, and that just brings the aquas out. I don't remember it having that much of a pad to the pedal.
big SPS out now. Crossing the area here. Strong thunderstorms developing from Nectar to 6 miles southwest of Millport. Movement was east at 10. Gust up to 50 looking to be the main threat there. Yo. Hey. Uh-huh. Well, I mean, it's not like it matters at this point anyway. I mean, you might as well get them right. I mean, okay. Okay. All right, just drive it after that, and then let me know what you think. It's gonna be later before I get back. I'm up here on severe storms going north of Birmingham now. But I'll be back a little bit later, and I'll give you a... I mean, do you think it needs it? Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. That's fine. All right. Sounds good. All right, man. Thanks. Bye. Let's see here. What the heck is that? See some influence to the north now. Cloud deck's getting lower. What?
Nice bolt.
Straight ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There we go. What kind of thing tends to happen when you got a cape at 90,000, huh?
It's very high, ain't no doubt. No doubt about that part. It's high.
Rain shaft showed up.
Yes, north side of Birmingham going up toward Warrior. I see it on the radar now. That's the they're in the south, the bottom right corner of the screen. You can see the radar there. That's what we're looking at. Those are the storms in front of us. Straight ahead. We're about to make our way up into that area. We got to get to 65 though. Right up here at the junction. Let's see. right. Alright, Northwest Coleman County just went under warning for that big batch. Here we go.
Just sneak right on up there.
All right, guys, y'all heard Brett say new severe thunderstorm warning just to his north. Coleman County, Alabama just got issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's quickly look at that on radar. We'll keep his camera feed up there, down there in the bottom right-hand corner. Special weather statement is those counties in gray on this map. So just north of Birmingham, wind gust up to 50 miles per hour possible. And then as you head further north, Coleman County, Alabama, Morgan County, Alabama, wind gust up to 60. That's those yellow shaded flashing polygons you see up there. And that's just a big mess of rain and wind and cloud to ground lightning coming out of, again, the Marion County, Winston County area, headed towards Coleman. And it looks like we'll be able to intercept those storms right about Coleman, Alabama. So just want to do a quick radar update, let you know where we are. We're headed north on 65 now, out of Birmingham. We'll be blasting through Jefferson County and into Coleman County here, really probably over the next 20 to 30 minutes, and you can already see the skies getting dark. Hey, just another quick update, guys, from the studio. Severe thunderstorm watch just issued for central Alabama. Those pink shaded counties you see there, including Birmingham. Severe thunderstorm watch now for Brett's location. And that goes until 7 p.m. tonight. Damaging wind gust over 60, possibly up to 70 miles per hour for the Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, Pell City areas, all in central Alabama. And again, tracking those line of thunderstorms moving southeast out of northwest Alabama, and will be impacting our location. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and we'll be intercepting these severe thunderstorms with damaging wind gusts here probably in the next 30 minutes or so.
Alright, man, this truck's vibrating like a mother. Balance and rotate, I guess. Yep.
Definitely.
Hey, gum. Can't stand this part. That should not be happening. We're about to run into some rain here.
Dealership. They took off and ran down the interstate. One of them took off in the woods, and they got the other guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they stole a four-seater turbo razor and a Polaris Ranger. Let them on the chase.
All right, hitting a little bit of dead zone there, so we will monitor.
Oh,
there we go. Looks like we're back.
Okay, so you're with him right now. How long do you got? Because I may have an hour of severe here, and it looks like it's gonna push off pretty quick. All right, hang out for about an hour if you can, and I'll call you back, and we'll make it work one way or another if that works for you. All right, buddy. Thanks.
All right, hitting that heavy rain, and we're losing some of our cell phone signal to get our video out. So we'll do another quick studio update here until we get our video back. Notice Brett is just north of Birmingham. He's hitting this heavy rain that is between Birmingham and Coleman. That's not severe, but that does have what we call a special weather statement out for it right now. He is approaching the Gardendale and the Morris area just off of I-65. So if it's heavy rain, gusty winds, the special weather statement says winds up to 50. Looks like we got him back. So we'll have to go back full screen and see if we have any of those 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts as we're heading north.
Let's see. Yeah, there's something bad off on the vibration situation. That ain't gonna work. We're gonna stop and get them bad boys balanced tomorrow. Yep. Walker, Winston, severe. They extended the watch to the south now.
Be quiet for a minute, guys. All right, guys, just a real quick update. We've got a new severe thunderstorm warning issued just northwest of Brett. That includes Walker County, Alabama. He's near Warrior, Alabama, right there in the middle of your screen, coming up on the Hayden exit, I-65 north. That's going to be for a severe storm back near Carbon Hill that's got possibly up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gust in it and quarter-size hail. So we'll have to track that. That's probably going to be behind him as he keeps blasting north, trying to get up to Coleman to intercept that line of storms. But again, we're near Warrior, Alabama, moving north on 65. The Colony exit is up next, and then he'll be in Coleman County after that. And we'll probably get a brand new, pretty big polygon that's issued for all of Coleman County right about the time that we are arriving for a storm intercept. So let's go back to Brett full screen. Y'all keep those chat comments coming. If you're just joining us, don't be shy. Let us know where you're watching from this afternoon. We're monitoring chat behind the scenes. And looks like we're in another dead zone. Yep. So we'll keep it here for a minute while the video's buffering there. And as soon as we get him back in good cell phone reception, we'll go back to video full screen. But again, thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Drew Richards here in the studio. Brett Adair out in the field in Alabama. He's going north, going to intercept these severe thunderstorms as they approach central Alabama. And again, we're just north of Birmingham. If you're familiar with the area, Birmingham is pretty much dead center of Alabama, north central Alabama, and then we're moving north up towards the Coleman and the Huntsville area. Don't think we'll make it all the way to Huntsville because these storms will be coming down towards our location before we get that far north. Looks like we got Brett's video back full screen, so let's go back to that.
Never seen that. What the hell was that?
Yeah, what is that?
No code, but it is missing.
Is that what that was?
A little stretch, yeah. That's the
It's doing it a lot now.
Yeah.
That ain't a wheel. That wasn't a wheel. That's scary.
It's different. That was a different.
Yeah, I know.
Different deal there.
It didn't feel like
What she feels like in a minute.
yeah. I don't like that because no.
He's not supposed to do that.
No, it's not. Well, it trans was it? That's the engine.
Yeah, it was a power thing.
was close. Close, close, close.
Pretty photogenic.
Excuse me. Alright, it looks like that the storms up here are already coming into the Coleman area. We may be better off trying to, let's see, here on a loop. That stuff rushing into Coleman up here in front of us is looking pretty windy.
It looks windy.
That's what I'm afraid of. It's probably going to outrun us. We about to find out. I don't know why that felt that way though. Does that vibration feel tire vibration?
Okay. Yeah. It's not in here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about to run over Coleman right now. With the strongest velocities. Like the wind's about to get pretty rough.
All right, guys, still just a little bit outside of that severe thunderstorm warning area. We are north of the colony. We are now in Coleman County, Alabama, and the severe thunderstorm warning polygon does not yet include Brett's location, but we are getting close. Let me take you back to radar really quick and notice again just to the north near Coleman, severe thunderstorm warning polygon. A big thunderstorm coming right into the Coleman, Alabama area right now. So yes, I hope we get some good footage as well. 707, good afternoon. Good to see you here. Thanks for jumping in. We appreciate y'all tuning in this afternoon. Again, we are storm chasing in Alabama. And I know we've got widespread severe weather all across the country for today. Let me show you what we've got working with, and then we're going to go back to Brett full screen because he's just about to be intercepting this severe thunderstorm near Coleman. A very, very large area under the gun. Look at all those warnings currently in effect. Everything flashing yellow is going to be a severe thunderstorm warning, and everything that is flashing red, that is a tornado warning that's currently in effect. You can see we've got a few of those up in Pennsylvania. A very large moderate risk areas, that red flashing area from northeast Tennessee up through portions of North Carolina is what I'm trying to say, Virginia, West Virginia, all the way into Maryland and Pennsylvania, and an even larger level 3 enhanced risk, again, from North Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, Northeast Tennessee, all the way up to New York State. So just an incredibly strong storm system for the first week of August. Don't usually see this. This is more of a springtime storm system. But let's go back to Brett. He's about to intercept that storm, and let's go back to him full screen and take his audio back full.
Yeah, wind coming across now.
Oh yeah, here we go. Big wind. To the trees. And it's good, ho. Oh, look at the debris. There's gonna be some trees blowing down up here. Oh yeah. Big wind. Wow, look at the tree. Yeah. Oh, that was a hard gust.
Oh, big wind right here.
I see it. I see all the debris. Big winds. I don't see any down trees just yet, but the worst of the wind.
All right, we're going to monitor that just for a minute. Looks like we lost his feed temporarily. Nope, got him back.
Makes sense.
Yes. There's a bumper. Wow. Yeah, it's trying to. Look at the wind.
Yeah. The nudity here is
Very gusty. I'll be very surprised if there's not some damage over here.
kept watching for 18 winters to get flat.
Yeah. We may have to get off at the Coleman exit up here. All right. That was intense. It did. That was very, very windy there for a minute.
That looked like a daggone hurricane gust.
Yep. Totally true, buddy. All right. Jasper Storm's trying to go into a little bit of a supercell look to the west of us. Yeah. A little bit of a hook to it. %. You see it?
Yeah. Oh, where's the radar?
Hey guys, just going to show you radar real quick what Brett's talking about. Notice right there near Jasper, he's up near Coleman, and yeah, that's a nice little look on radar. Little hook echo trying to form just on the north side of Jasper, Alabama. So we're up near Coleman right now. That was a crazy blast of wind. My goodness, that was, I would say easily 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gust, if not a little bit more than that. But we'll have to see if we have any damage reports coming out of Coleman. But we'll continue to watch that storm down near Jasper as we are on I-65.
I think that one's gonna go down for Warrior.
Mustang James just had to jump back on, give you a good hello, brother. Glad to see you here in the chat. Glad you are able to tune in this afternoon. Back live, and we are happy to be here covering the severe weather again in North Alabama and all along the East Coast today. So, yeah, just had to jump back in and say good afternoon, Mr. Mustang James. Thanks for tuning in. All right, looks like Brett's getting off at the Coleman exit. That's probably going to be Highway 278. So let's go back to radar where we're waiting on his live feed to come back up. A little bit of dead zone there. Again, we're up in Coleman, Alabama. Looks like he was getting off I-65 near U.S. Highway 278. So storms are pushing east of his location, and he was there. He's trying to come back in. He's near Good Hope and Coleman, right here where U.S. Highway 278 intersects I-65. Storms pushing off to the east. Winds have now moved east and south of him. We'll wait for his live feed to come back up here in just a moment as he's in a little dead area. But we're watching that storm back near Jasper, Alabama, because it is severe. Have a severe thunderstorm warning for mainly 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. May have some nickel-sized hail in there as well. Take his audio down just for a minute, make sure his feed stays stable. Looks like he's back on the interstate and maybe going back south. So feed's still in and out. We'll keep his audio low. We'll keep it here on radar just for a minute until it restabilizes. But looks like he may be heading back south on 65 to, again, possibly intercept this more like a supercell thunderstorm coming out of the Jasper area. I just was looking at some different radar products here, and not a lot of rotation in there at this time. There's some wind north side of Jasper, and again, severe thunderstorm warning does continue. There's your storm track, so the Colony is probably where he's going to go back down towards 3:20 p.m. Central Time. It should be impacting the Colony, if not a little bit before that. These storms are moving very rapidly today. So one thing I noticed is it's behind what we call the gust front. So it may have a hard time getting rooted, as we call it, on the surface. So this little line right here, that's your outflow boundary from the first round of thunderstorms. So we'll have to see if that thunderstorm is able to be surface-based or if it's going to be more of an elevated thunderstorm as it continues to push east towards southern parts of Coleman County. But again, looks like his feed is still cut out, so that gives us the opportunity to go back and look at some of the wide view. Nope, he's back. Let's take Brett back full screen. Just got him back.
Trees down on 112 Veterans Drive in Coleman City. Coleman County just reporting widespread tree damage. Highway 69 in Walker County is blocked due to trees down.
Musty gusty.
Kind of what I'm thinking is about to happen when it comes across us.
All right, guys, looks like we lost his feed yet again, so let's go back to radar here. Maybe we got it back, but that's what he's talking about. Labeled State Highway 69, that is coming northeast out of Jasper. So it looks like that first round of wind is probably what he just said. High trees down, blocking State Highway 69. So again, that's the highway that moves northeast of Jasper, and it goes all the way up to Coleman County and intercepts I-65 up here. So we'll see if he's able to go down 65, or if he's going to take off road or off the interstate and go State Highway 69 to intercept this next tail. It's thunderstorm. Let's go back full screen.
Golly. That doesn't feel like that's going to be great to drive to Missouri.
Black it. You gotta tell the doctor what's wrong when you go in it up.
Yeah, there's big time winds coming. Is that 69 right there? It is. It is. As soon as we get down here to Dodge, or Colony.
Be there just in time.
That good Jasper signal of that embedded supercell is headed toward like Warrior, so that's going to be in a good area.
Yep.
Every time he tries to pull up
passing
here. for that whole line.
Surprisingly, 65 didn't turn into a mess after that.
Guys, we're going to be watching out and listening. Y'all help me listen for some hail. We've got our radar. Notice that 1.2 inch I've got there between the Colony and Warrior, Alabama. Radar indicating maybe a little bit larger than quarter-size hail. And then the sail coming out of Jasper, Alabama. 1.3 inch hail being indicated on radar. So not a lot of rotation in it, but again, maybe some quarter to maybe a little bit smaller than quarter-size hail as Brett is about to intercept again near Warrior.
Here or go that way?
Probably stay here. Ain't none of this crap gonna work off in the boonies. We probably just need to stay right here by the interstate so we can jump on it and head off. Just kind of wait on these storms. That don't look good. Somebody knocked the track or something right there in the road, huh? Oh, this one doesn't even work, does it?
All right, guys, time for a fuel stop, looks like, or at least a gas station stop. So we'll take it back here to the studio just for a minute. They are in the Colony, Alabama, a little community just south of Coleman and north of Warrior, Alabama. Waiting on a thunderstorm, as you heard them say, coming up from the west. Everything down there is severe warned now. So notice all these flashing yellow polygons we've got. And again, you can see the Colony right in the middle of your screen. State Highway 91 and
What's next severe storm is moving out of the Jasper area, moving in this direction currently.
There you go. Basically echoing what I just said. Waiting on the storm coming out of Jasper. And again, they're near the Colony and may have some hail still being indicated in that thunderstorm. Notice that purple core just on the north side of Cordova. So we'll go back over and look at our probability of severe hail in that thunderstorm. And it's not high. There's a little bit of hail probably in there, but probably not 2/4 size. And that hail core has come down. Notice just a few minutes ago, we had 1.2 inch hail being indicated. Now it's down to about 1/2 inch, a little bit larger. So probably not severe hail, and that may continue to weaken because remember a second ago I said these thunderstorms are behind that outflow boundary, and they are what we call elevated thunderstorms, so they're just running into more and more rain-cooled air. So that storm may try to weaken a little bit as it comes up towards their location near Warrior and the Colony. And again, they're taking a quick break, waiting on the thunderstorm to come up from the southwest. Tell you what, let's do while we are on a quick pit stop here. Let's go out to the nationwide view. Tornado warnings up in Pennsylvania. So notice those two polygons there, red flashing polygons. Let me turn on our national radar right fast. We'll let that load in, and there you go, new severe thunderstorm and tornado warning issued up here. We'll get the details on that. That is a radar indicated tornado warning up in northeast Pennsylvania. Looks like that thunderstorm will be impacted the Laresville area by 4:46 Eastern time. Again, my times here are Central time because that's where we're located. Severe thunderstorm just south of the Binghamton area, also moving north and east. And then another tornado warned storm up here in Pennsylvania, moving towards the Eaglesmere, the LaPorte, the DeShore, and Laceyville, Pennsylvania areas. So all those are radar indicated tornado warnings. I don't see any confirmed tornado warnings right now. And then all these severe thunderstorm warnings now moving towards the Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area, Hagerstown, Frederick, Germantown. It's going to be a crazy amount of wind damage up in the Northeast today. So, wild weather day here for August. We usually don't see this widespread of a severe weather episode this time of the year. As I zoom back out again, just look at those warnings. Everything flashing yellow on your screen is severe thunderstorm warnings. Central Alabama, North Georgia, the Carolinas, Smoky Mountains, and again, we've got some warnings in Kentucky and West Virginia, and then west of Washington, D.C., all the way up into Pennsylvania, and shortly, New York State will be getting in on the action. So I showed you this just a minute ago. We'll go back quickly while we're stopped at the gas station and look at the severe weather outlook for today. And we've got a very, very large area from the Storm Prediction Center highlighted for severe. Orange shade is level 3 out of 5. That's an enhanced risk. Red is your moderate risk, level 4 out of 5, and that's not for tornadoes, but that is for widespread damaging winds today. So Johnson City, Tennessee, all the way up to Mount Airy, North Carolina, Roanoke, Charlottesville, the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area, all included in that level 4 out of 5 moderate risk from the Storm Prediction Center. Again, that is for wind, widespread damaging wind, not tornadoes for today. Also got a severe weather risk out in the plains as we zoom back out. There's the level 2 risk, West Texas, western parts of Kansas, Nebraska, eastern parts of Colorado. Got a few severe thunderstorm warnings there north of Denver right now. But again, the big story continues to be the East Coast and the Southeast with this big time severe weather threat. Let's look at your day 2 risk really quick while we're just, again, hanging out at this gas station. Already got an enhanced risk for tomorrow. Northeast Colorado, northwestern parts of Kansas, and southwestern parts of Nebraska. And we've also got a level 2 risk. Brett plans to chase tomorrow central, southern Alabama, southern Georgia, southern Mississippi. So we'll be right back here on the channel tomorrow chasing a little bit further south than what we're chasing for today. And then finally, day 3, I should say. Let's go to your day 3 risk. Look at that already. Missouri, northern Arkansas, northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, southern Illinois, parts of southern part of Indiana, and then all the way back to northeast Oklahoma and east central Kansas. That's a big slight risk already on your day 3 outlook. Would not be surprising at all to see an level 3 enhanced risk added. We're back on the road. Let's go back to Brett full screen.
Down there and throw the drone up. Of it even. Metropolis of Birmingham. Metropolis of Birmingham, folks. Going up ahead. Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we hit that dead spot northbound earlier. We'll be out of this dead spot here in just a minute. Again, we're approaching Warrior, Alabama, heading south on Interstate 65. Let's go back to radar. We may have it back. Let's see if his feed stays stable down there in the bottom corner. I think once he goes over this bridge and this hill, we'll have him back for sure, because I remember losing the stream in this exact spot when we were northbound earlier. Widespread. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings from the Mississippi state line in Alabama all the way over to the Georgia state line. And again, we are approaching Warrior, Alabama right now, coming southbound on I-65. A lot of the wind that we encountered up north in Coleman County has weakened and pushed off to the east. But again, we're trying to intercept this line and weakening, some of these weakening storms coming out of western Jefferson County. So it looks like we've got his feedback stable. Let's go back full screen.
This is Brett Adair. I've got a question for him regarding the truck that they've done. Yeah. That's fine. It's a different issue than the engine this time. It's the transmission that they've done. It's giving me trouble going uphill and passing gear, and so I'm trying to figure out if it's going to be a transmission or a torque converter. So I hope so. I hope so. That'd be easier. Well, yeah, I'm on the north side of Birmingham, and I was about to drive to St. Missouri, so I've got to, I got to figure out what's going on with it. But I'll give him a buzz here in just a little bit and try to catch back up with it. All right, thank you.
All right, like before, heavy rainfall interfering with the cell phone signal. Let's see if we can keep his feed stable. He's now coming right through Warrior, Alabama, southbound on 65. I think we got him back. Let's take him back full. Amy, good afternoon. Had to jump back over here and say hey to you. Thanks for jumping in this afternoon. We appreciate you. Riding along with Brett Adair here. North Alabama. We'll be here in the studio monitoring radar, monitoring reports. As you heard Brett saying, a lot of wind damage reports coming out of Jefferson County. That is the Birmingham area. And a lot of wind damage reports coming out of the Coleman County area as well. So, Amy, good afternoon. Thanks for jumping in. So glad to have you guys back with us. Lost Brett again. Let's quickly look at radar. So that's what he's driving in. He's between Gardendale and Warrior, Alabama, and a lot of heavy rainfall. Most of the wind is now probably pushing just south of downtown Birmingham. Notice that big polygon that just lit up all the way down to the Talladega and Anniston, Alabama areas. So that little blue line, we've talked about it before on our live streams. That's the outflow boundary coming through Sylvan Springs, Birmingham, Homewood, all the way over to Pell City. So that's where the highest wind gust is going to be. A lot of these storms are becoming what we call outflow dominant. So they're behind the outflow boundary, and they don't have a lot of that warm, unstable air to work with anymore. Let's go back to Brett full screen.
Yeah, you get the engine right, and then the torque converter will stay, or the transmission will stay stupid. It seems like it's shifting fine, but that's a torque converter problem, I assume. This is 15. It's got is it a 6 or 8 speed? I
think 6.
6. I've already put a transmission in it. Rebuilt the whole transmission bottom to top, yeah. Alright. Oh boy. Alright. Well, I need to figure it out because I feel it all the way through now.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to know where I can get a torque converter at for this thing. Cause I guess I'd have to drain the transmission and everything out to see if there's any metal in it anyway.
Man, oh man, hope we get the vehicle issues worked out. You heard him saying maybe thanks to torque converter there, giving him some vibration issues on the vehicle as they go uphill. I think we got him back. We went in a little valley, but I think we got him back.
Engine light's blinking again. Yep. I thought it was a torque converter. I thought it was a transmission, but it may be
Ignition.
if the transmission's throwing a pressure code, it'll make the engine light flash. Okay. So, in other words, we need to stop and have it checked. Okay. Now, no,
Now it's not.
that's not doing it. Now the transmission, now it's not doing that shutter shimmy thing. Tell me about it. But like I told them, we were getting ready because we're driving it North Alabama right now, and then we were going to drive it to Missouri for a spearmint to, make sure everything's kosher. Good Lord, man, I swear I'm tired of this truck. Yeah, it should show pass codes either way, right? Alright, it was. Alright, I'll let you know here in just a minute. Alright, bye.
Hey guys, just wanted to pass along. Remember those crazy winds that Brett was in earlier? Just had a report that windows have been blown out at the Coleman Library. Many trees down countywide, Coleman County, Alabama. So there you go, the power of the winds. You heard Brett say it felt like a hurricane. We've had windows blown out at the Coleman, Alabama Library. Crazy stuff.
None of it wants to act right. Sorry.
Let him over.
That was a very hard shift.
We'll get Brett back in just a second. He's back in anytime he goes in these big hills and valleys, we're losing his signal today. Man, I hope we don't have more car issues. He's been full of car issues the whole entire month of July. So hopefully we can get the car issues worked out. But again, he is approaching Birmingham, again, coming southbound, Interstate 65. He's near Gardendale, Alabama right now. And again, we'll watch his live feed to pop back up there on the right-hand side of the screen as soon as we have his video back. But big time wind coming through central Alabama. Again, we intercepted it up north near Coleman, Alabama earlier. And if you just heard just a second ago when we were waiting on his video to come back, I just let you know Coleman EMA reports library windows blown out in Coleman, Alabama. That's some wind. I'm going to tell you, that is some powerful wind to blow out windows at a government building, business, anything like that. So that's probably at least 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts that we intercepted earlier up near Coleman. Yes, car issues are frustrating. You are right. We have had car issues after car issues with Brett last month. We thought we had them all sorted out. Hopefully this is just a minor issue because, again, we were planning on doing a storm chase in southern Alabama for tomorrow. And then you heard him saying going to Missouri. Big time severe weather possible again on Wednesday. And then we're going to go up to Missouri. Looks like we got a tornado threat up there. Looks like we got his feedback. So let's go back full screen. All right, you guys let me know in chat if your audio from Brett is solid. It's a little choppy on my end, and I'm not sure if that's my headphones that may be messing up. So let me know in chat if his audio is a little choppy for you or if you've got a clean audio feed from his vehicle. Yeah, good. Okay, Amy, good deal. Making sure that wasn't on my end, so that is the feed coming from the vehicle. Amy, appreciate that. I've been having some headphone issues, and I was like, wait a minute. If y'all hear the choppiness, we're good. If I hear the choppiness and you're clean, then we may have some issues. So, good deal. Yeah, he's still in a kind of a weird reception area, still a little bit north of Birmingham. Notice there on the map on the right-hand side of the screen. Not yet back into Birmingham. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's refresh his feed since we lost it and he come back. Let's see if that helps. We'll get him back in just a minute. We'll go back to radar while we're waiting on his feed to come back up. Again, widespread severe thunderstorm warnings we're tracking in central Alabama. We got his feedback. Let's see if it's fixed the audio. Yeah, that fixed it. So we'll go back full screen to Brett. right, guys, one more quick update. It's not where Brett is located, but northeast Alabama, near Geraldine. This is near just southwest of Fort Payne. Watching a little bit of rotation up there. So we've got a severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued, and notice over there on the top left-hand side of the screen, it's got that tornado possible tag in there. So this would be a rain wrap circulation. I don't see anything indicating that we've got a tight rotation. And again, it would be completely rain wrapped right there near Geraldine, Alabama. And as it tracks northeast, moving towards Crossville, Powell, the Summerville, and the Shannon areas over the next several minutes. But again, just wanted to let you know, northeast Alabama, if you know anybody near Geraldine, Collinsville, Fort Payne, Alabama, might want to shoot them a message or give them a call, because again, that's a strong thunderstorm, damaging wind gust over 60 miles per hour possible. And then again, it does have that tornado possible tag on it. Back down south in central Alabama, Brett coming into Birmingham. Heavy rain continues, but not a lot of wind.
I think if we get far enough south of town, we can use the drone, I think. Yeah, isn't it,
About a 459.
Because I think it's up north where you can't do it right because of the airport.
Yeah, B. Class A and B. But in some places you can get up to 100 foot.
I'm about to get irritated right here. No, stupid ass. Dang. Taking that touch. Irritating.
Cool, you couldn't see it in the camera, but the rain was sheeting around the interstate signs.
That's what it is. It's this damn thing. Oh, it's just the computer doing stupid stuff again. Yep. How does it do that?
You can call it Phantom Mouse.
Yeah. We're on 65 still? We needed to be on 65.
Okay.
Going straight south. I mean, well, while we're going this way, this is going toward the airport, which gets us in airspace.
That's what I thought you meant.
No.
South now.
No, south. Oh, this is moving east. Oh. Hold on. Still at 31. Wow. Do it again. Beyond weird.
Yeah, there was another keyboard in here. I had to make sure it's not on, I guess.
Figure out what the dang thing is, because it ain't air map no more, I don't think. I think that works at all.
Before you fly.
It's loft. So this is all airspace here. But down the road is not in airspace. Guess you fly technically up to 150 feet here, but Everything's shaking, much like this truck.
Let me keep on going 31 and we can get back on 65 down towards the end of 31.
It doesn't really matter at this point. It's all kind of dillying away anyway, it looks like.
I know I messed up. I was just trying to get us back on that.
No, you're fine. Just get on 280. Take us back down that way. It's 330. Will cut southeast, and we can at least get it in the air there at that point somewhere down there, I guess. Chelsea or something. I mean, maybe once we get it out of the airspace down here, we could even pull over it. Heck, you can technically get it in down at right in here at Cahaba Heights. I thought it was closer than that. Trying to get out of the rain down here. See what we can see. Thing you got to yield to down here is Grandview. I do see the wind.
It's crazy up off the deck.
That's the only thing about getting the bird up right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll
like
handle
a loose
it.
leaf. Yeah.
It'll handle it, but it ain't gonna like it.
Yours, yes. Mine goes that way.
Yeah.
All right, guys, y'all hear I'm talking about the outflow. They're catching back up with that wind, and I'm going to show you real quick on another radar source. See that little blue line going all the way across Hoover to Meadowbrook? They're in Homewood, so that is the outflow boundary. Everything north of that, you've got strong north winds. Birmingham Airport right now, 82 degrees, winds gusting out of the north at about 30 miles per hour.
Starlink cable last night, and
Be great.
didn't forget to send it to you last night, but I pasted it and sent it.
It'll be great if that's the problem.
Yeah. I didn't know if you'd already found it.
I have not.
$200.
Tornado warning for Fort Payne. Whoa, hold on, what?
Yeah, it's $209.
Yeah, I'm talking about the tornado warning in Fort Payne.
Okay. I thought you were saying low to the.
No, I figured that much.
Proprietary. Mark it up.
All right, guys, we gave you the heads up on that just a few minutes ago. Let's look at that on radar. You heard Brett saying tornado warning for Fort Payne, Alabama. That's not where he is. That's up in northeast Alabama. But that's that same sail that we were tracking just a little bit ago. So this is a new tornado warning, Fort Payne, Alabama, moving east at about 49, 50 miles per hour. This is a radar indicated tornado warning. And pretty wild to get tornado warnings in Alabama in August. Usually the only time you see that is if you have a landfalling tropical system, which of course we do not. But there's your area of rotation west-southwest of Fort Payne. It's rather broad right now. Let's go in and do some pixel queries. And there you go. There's your incoming and outgoing red and green. So like I said, we do have a rotation. It's not specifically tight rotation, so that's good news. But nevertheless, if you have any friends or family near Fort Payne, Alabama, make sure they're watching the weather this afternoon. Tornado warning for that area.
What's the burn smell?
Yeah. It's like a mix between oil and turkey.
Yeah. Right.
Good and breezy. 77 degrees. Do a lot of work down in there back in the day.
I believe it.
This is where all Birmingham money is.
Yep. Yep.
Old money.
Oh yeah.
Pull over down here and throw it up at the summit.
Further down.
Okay.
Try to get some separation. There's showers popping.
Okay.
Oh, let's see.
Hey guys, while they're stuck in traffic again in the outskirts of Birmingham, just want to do another quick radar update for the country. We got tornado warnings in Alabama, tornado warnings in Virginia, and then we've still got tornado warnings in Pennsylvania this afternoon. And then a ton, literally a ton, I counted them, of severe thunderstorm warnings. All those yellow flashing polygons, again, from Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, West Virginia, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New York State. My goodness, what a squall line of severe thunder. Ryan, I thought that same thing. I'm like, hey, at least they got a tow truck in front of them in case the vehicle does crap out all the way. Yeah, you're on the same track mindset as me this afternoon. Notice they've still got that outflow wind. They're right at that outflow of the thunderstorm. We'll go back to their video full screen here in a minute. But again, tornado warnings continue up in Pennsylvania. Fairly unpopulated area up there. This is going to be well west of the Wilkes-Barre or Wilkes-Barre, depending on how you say that. I know it's Wilkes-Barre on the show I watch, the On Patrol live show. But northwest of the Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania area. And then the other tornado warning is going to be down here in Virginia. And that's going to be northwest of Charlottesville, Virginia. These are both radar-indicated tornado warnings, moving east at about 50 miles per hour on that one. Dooms, Hollymead, Gordonsville, and the Orange, Virginia area impacted by that one. And then our third tornado warning we just talked about a few minutes ago, just southwest of Fort Payne, Alabama. That one's going to be moving into Georgia, Summerville, Georgia, Shannon, Georgia, and the Plainville area over the next hour or so. So let's go back to Brett as they continue to move south, trying to get the drone in the air. And guys, looks like Brett went on mute for a few minutes. If you don't have audio, that is okay. I'm monitoring audio coming across, and looks like he is on mute. New tornado warning coming out. I'm going to monitor that while we don't have Brett's audio. Looks like that's going to be for... I'll get the details on the new tornado warning. We'll be back in just a second. Like I said, Brett's on mute for a minute, so your audio's not broken. All right, still Brett on mute. Want to give you a quick update on that tornado warning that we just talked about. That's going to be west of Washington, D.C., southwest of the Baltimore area. Brand new tornado warning here in Virginia, and that is a radar-indicated tornado warning, hail of about quarter size as that continues to move north and east. Notice that little kink in the line that we've got west of Washington, D.C., so we may have a tornado developing near Middlesburg, Virginia, Leesburg, Virginia, coming up near the Poolsville, Germantown, Gaithersburg area by 4:23 Central Time. That's 5:23 Eastern. The Washington Grove, Green Valley, Redland, Damascus, and Mount Airy areas over the next hour or so. So that's a possible developing tornado near Middleburg, Virginia. Tornado warning just issued. That goes until 5:15 Eastern Time this afternoon. And of all the tornado warnings, that one's probably the strongest at this time. So we'll have to continue to watch that part of the line of storms as it approaches the Baltimore area right after rush hour. So again, 4:43 p.m. on the East Coast, 3:43 p.m. here in Central Time. And we are tracking a big-time line of thunderstorms as we continue to ride along with Brett Adair in central Alabama and heading south on Highway 280. Notice we've got new severe thunderstorm warnings popping up to the west of Washington, D.C. Let's go back to the southeast. And again, Brett is coming southeast of Birmingham, trying to get out ahead of this gust front and trying to get the drone up in the air so he can get a good aerial view of what's going on in his locations. Let's flip back over to Birmingham NextRad. And notice that dark line of clouds out in front of him. That is the outflow boundary that we keep talking about. That little thin blue line on radar, that's what it looks like in real life. Kazaki, good to have you with us this afternoon. Got to head out. Thank you so much for jumping in the chat and helping out this afternoon. We appreciate you, and we'll be looking for you on the next stream, hopefully tomorrow, if Brett can get the vehicle issues sorted out. But again, there is that outflow boundary going from the just south of Bessemer, just south of Hoover, near Chelsea, near Vincent, and all the way over to near Talladega. That is that line of clouds that you saw on his video just a second ago. It looks like he is near the Galleria, about to get the drone up in the air. So let's go back full screen to him. His video feed will probably be cutting out in just a second as he flips over to the drone video. But if it cuts out, we'll be back here in the studio, and if not, we will keep him full screen. But like I said, looks like his audio cut out. It's on mute. We'll be back here in just a minute. All right, Brett just confirmed via text message, drone is going up in the air. It's going to take him just a second to get that active, so y'all hang with us, and the video feed will automatically cut over to drone video here in just a second. Again, he is near Vestavia Hills and Homewood, Alabama. Severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. He's near the Galleria, if you're familiar with that location, near Interstate 459 and US Highway 280. Southeast of Birmingham. So they're getting the drone out. They're going to get it up in the air, try to get a cool shot of that outflow boundary that continues to move south from the Harpersville area all the way over to the Chelsea area and coming into Pelham, Alabama here over the next few minutes. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Drew Richards in the studio today. Brett Adair out in the field chasing storms in central Alabama. We intercepted some crazy wind. You can rewind this video. If you're just tuning in live, you can rewind it probably about an hour or so. And we intercepted that line of thunderstorms up near Coleman, Alabama. We've had windows blown out of the library up in Coleman. We've had multiple trees and power lines down county-wide. We've had lots of wind damage in Jefferson County, Alabama as well. And most recently, we've been tracking a tornado warning up in northeast Alabama, but looks like they have canceled that. I'm going to be honest with you, that storm looked like crap from the beginning. Did have some rotation, and I know why they warned it. They probably thought it was going to ramp up and possibly produce a tornado, but thankfully it did not. Rotation weakened, and now they have dropped that tornado warning that was for the Fort Payne, Alabama area. So definitely good news there. Widespread severe thunderstorms continue. We'll quickly go back over to radar while Brett is loading up his drone. Birmingham to Alabaster, Talladega, Alabama, Anniston, Gadsden, Rome, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Check it out. Severe thunderstorm warnings for you guys now. Let me do something real quick. Stand by. We're going to look at that Atlanta storm on another radar source here. All right, so there's your severe thunderstorm warning for the Sandy Springs and the Atlanta, Georgia area. Looks like that's for that sail near Brookhaven, and there's another sail right on top of downtown Atlanta, producing possibly some damaging winds and some quarter-size hail. That's going to be coming into the North Decatur, Belvedere Park, and the Stone Mountain, Georgia area. So that one continues to ramp up pretty quickly. And again, we're just waiting on Brett to get the drone in the air. We're looking at some severe thunderstorm warnings in some of the more populated areas here in the southeast. Just looked at the Birmingham area, but like I said, we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning up for Atlanta, Georgia. And then as we zoom out, more severe thunderstorms up to the north of Atlanta near Roswell, Gainesville, coming through the Cumming, Coal Mountain, and the Dawsonville, Georgia area right now. Lots of lightning, lots of gusty winds with those. And there's your big-time thunderstorms again coming through east central Alabama that Brett is on back near Birmingham. So let's go. And looks like they may be leaving. Let's go back full on him for a minute.
All right. To get down 280 a little bit further. I don't know what to do about this though. I can't. There's no way that can drive this to out of town like that. Boyd's supposed to be done with the other truck here in just a little bit.
Georgia, good afternoon. So glad to have you with us. Just had to jump back on and say hey to you. Glad to have you here. Mustang James. Amy checked in earlier. 707's here with us as well. So glad to have y'all with us this afternoon. Tracking storms with Brett out in the field and me here in the studio this afternoon. So again, thank y'all for jumping in. Mustang James has been fishing. He sent me some pictures of what he caught earlier. And Mustang James, I'm jealous. It's been nasty down here in the South, and you're out having a good time up there in Michigan today, and I am jealous of you, sir. So happy to be here with you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in this afternoon. And if we can get these vehicle issues sorted out, you heard Brett say we'll be back out tomorrow and Wednesday is the plan right now. Chasing storms tomorrow, South Alabama, South Georgia, South Mississippi, and then planning on being out in Missouri on Wednesday of this week. Big time severe weather returns. Let's go back to Brett full screen.
Wingies.
Ring a dingies.
Oh shit, that come out of Florence today.
Apocalyptic shelf clouds.
Jarvis in the house. Good afternoon, sir. Glad to have you with us. And y'all, I think you heard Brett say, just in case you didn't, he had his microphone on mute there for a little bit, got out at the Galleria, got the drone out, about to get the drone in the air, and then the heavy rain started. So they're going a little bit further south on 280, trying to get out of the rainfall that you see here. And then we'll hopefully get that drone back up in the air. The video feed will automatically cut over to the drone video. And we hope to see some pretty cool cloud structures from the drone here in the next few minutes. So again, he's heading south on 280, southeast of Birmingham. And stand by. Hopefully we'll get that drone in the air.
KA band.
They finished.
Oh, we're done?
Yep.
Yep. I just don't understand what that smell is, because that heat,
It's weird.
yeah, that shouldn't be there.
It's coming out of the... It almost seems like it's a part of the oil vapor.
Yeah, something ain't right with that.
Smells like a leaky PCV or a bad vacuum.
Guys, did he just say it smells like hot oil and bread? Y'all let me know in the comments. I think that's what he said. Never good when you've got smells coming out of your vehicle that smells like hot oil. And if he said bread.
Man, I tell you what, the more I keep hearing, the more I want to just set this thing on fire and burn it to the ground. Because it's certainly one thing after another now. I mean, but it's hard because when you got so much put in at that point,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Yeah. Because you can't get it back out of it. Do you keep using it and repairing it? Or
No, yeah, I'll never get anything out of it. Now what I need to do is I need to figure this out, getting this situated where I can get this camera further down where I can maneuver it. That part I gotta figure out. If I have to put a longer bar on up here, because I can connect another bar if I need to.
yeah.
Mustang James, I'll ask my father-in-law because he's a big fisherman. And I personally don't remember that show. But if it was around, he will. So I will definitely ask him and let you know about that.
You can't buy a Charger, a Challenger, or a Dodge, or a Chrysler 300 anymore.
What you mean?
Discontinued them.
Oh yeah. Wow. That outflow surged south and it's killed everything.
Blow and go. Blow, no go.
Yep, and that's what I just said.
Power went out of the house.
Eastern sections.
K band.
Drone. Hey man. Hey, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop Heath off at the house in his truck, I think, because these storms are weakening and everything's going to crap. I may just ride down through there and let you scan this thing and take a look at it. You gonna be there? That's why I was making sure. Okay. All right, cool. That'll work. I'll be down there here just shortly then. All right, bye. Since this looks like it's dying off, I'll just take this. We'll stop by the house. I'll let you get your truck because I know you itching to go up there and see yours, I'm sure. And then I'll go look at this and we can kind of get a game plan. Let you get your stuff together just in case. I mean, golly, I don't need this thing to be jacked up, but the other truck's ready in just a few, so I have to go get it, I'll go get it.
Yes.
Guys, just real quick, a 71-mile-per-hour wind gust in DeKalb County, Georgia, near Chamblee, Georgia. I think I'm pronouncing that right. So, again, big-time windstorm still coming through Georgia. Sounds like Brett. Hang on.
The last little bit, which is good news. The outflow has surged down to the south. Seeing another cell or two pop up to the northwest isn't out of the question. That are trying to pop off, but the main threat is likely about to be over with this activity. So I've got a bit of a torque converter problem that we have noticed with this truck, so I'm going to deal with that. And Drew has done an amazing job today in the studio for us, and we're going to try our best to work on getting some footage up here soon that will be on the Live Storms Media channel. But thankfully in our part of the area right now, it looks like a lot of the damage has been tree and power line damage so far, and most of the bad storms are moving out of the viewing area. Matter of fact, there could be some gusts with the outflow that is surging toward the south across Bibb, Chilton, Coosa, Talladega has come out, but other than that, it does not look so bad. So stay with us. Drew's gonna handle the wrap up here in the office. As you can see, a little bit of rain shower activity here on 280 headed back down toward the Childersburg area, but overall it looks like that we're doing pretty well in the severe weather department. I may try to scope out some damage, but I gotta go look at this vehicle because we will be live again tomorrow. Severe weather threat across central Alabama, southern Alabama, and southern Georgia. We're gonna chase a little bit of that as long as we get these vehicle issues handled. And then our plan was for departure off to the north and west, moving toward Arkansas, western Tennessee, the western portion of the Tennessee Valley, the Ozarks, the lower Missouri River Valley, there across the Boot Hills, somewhere in the region for Wednesday's severe threat. So hang with us. We will be doing another feed like this for each chase. I really want to get the YouTube subscriber base up where we can try to expand upon this. Meteorologist, Storm Tracker, Brett Adair channel is what this one will be. Our content will continue to go up on this channel in the future. We will also be streaming across Radar Omega. You can see we've had a lot of viewership there today. So I'm going to run the feed for a little while longer. I think Drew's going to wrap the feed up on the YouTube side, but stay with us. We'll be with you. We continue in search of the severe weather activity going forward. Again, we're working on getting the vehicle back to 100% tip-top shape, and hopefully that'll come soon. But we got two other ones that we're decking out as well to run around in this winter, and we'll be ready. Back to you in the studio, Drew.
Thank you for that, Brett. Again, I can't echo that enough. Huge thanks to Brett. Heath out chasing the storms today. We'll be back. Planning on being back tomorrow and on Wednesday. So you guys make sure you hit that notification bell to get alerted when we go live here on the YouTube channel. Huge shout out to Mr. David Neal up in Northeast Alabama. I know you've been busy today. Jarvis here in chat, Mustang James, Georgia, everybody else that joined us this afternoon. Thank y'all so much, and we can't say thank you enough because, again, we've got some pretty cool stuff that we're going to be doing here on this channel in the very near future, and we're kicking everything off today with this kind of a backyard storm chase for Brett and the team here in North Alabama. So we're going to leave the stream going just for a few more minutes before we end it here on the YouTube side. We will plan on being back with another live chase tomorrow, so we'll look for you then. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your Monday evening.
All right.
Yep.
A bunch of damage up there west of Gadsden and north of Gadsden.
Place up there is just going to get rocked and popped.
They get popped every day.
Yeah. Christmas power block.
No shit. Dang. That is a sharp outflow boundary gradient. This is over Sylacauga all the way down to Moundville now. That thing's running all the way across.
A worm.
Yeah. That new storm up there, southeast of Tupelo's got lightning now. I just don't think it does much.
Everything got ate up.
It's got to be worked over on the backside, so you got to think.
Hey guys, just one last quick studio update before we go off. I just got a report for some peak wind gust around central Alabama area. It looks like that some of the winds that were actually in Coleman County, estimates are possibly 70 to 80 miles per hour. So when we intercepted the storms earlier with Brett on the interstate, we'll have to let the Weather Service make the final assessment, but seeing some people saying looks like 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gust possibly in Coleman County. Officially at Coleman Airport, the highest winds missed the airport, only 40 miles per hour. Birmingham, Shuttlesworth, and St. Clair County Airport, 35 mile per hour wind gust, 51 mile per hour wind gust in Oxford, Alabama. That's in east central Alabama near Anniston. So again, seeing some mumbling of possibly 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gust in Coleman County. So again, we just wanted to end the live stream with that. Thanks again for tuning in this afternoon. We'll be right back here tomorrow with more severe storm coverage. Make sure you like and subscribe and get those notifications here on the channel so you'll be alerted every time we do these live streams. And again, hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday night.
How many naders they have today?
Do what?
How many naders they have today?
I don't know. I hadn't seen anything that made me think it was a tornado yet, to be honest with you. Dude.
More confirmation of moderate.
Yeah, dude said that he had one. It just smells.